Hello, welcome back. The other day I got a question on Instagram saying, Patricia, how do you organize your day? Like your life, your content, everything. And it got me thinking, and it made me realize that all of us, right, we think that people have everything super organized. They know what they're doing every day. They have a plan for what they're doing every day. And I don't think that's the case for most people. So I know the things I have to do every day or most days in order for my life to function. So in order for the kids to have food to eat and clean clothes to wear, I know what I have to do, but it doesn't mean I always succeed. No. So there will be days, guys, that, one of my kids is going to open that drawer to get a clean pair of socks and they're not going to have it because I have not done the laundry on the day I was supposed to do because something happened. I didn't do it. I forgot. I was busy. It was raining. I don't know. So this happens. So although when you see me here and you see me on Instagram, you may have the feeling that everything is very organized, and it is quite organized because I am an organized person. It's not organized all the time and about everything. So I feel that sometimes I have my house and everything about my day-to-day life very organized. So I know what I'm cooking tomorrow. I know I'm going to have the time to do it. The laundry has been done. I folded everything. I put everything away. I have my scripts down for what I have to record. Everything is done. But I couldn't go to the gym. Or I ate lots of junk that week. So it's never, I've really noticed this about life. It's never all the parts of your life very organized and very, perfect. It's not. So you've got parts of your life that are working really well on that particular week, and then other things that are just a big failure. So maybe just going with the flow a little bit might help. In terms of my content, I love the real life thing. You guys know this, right? The real life aspect of my work is something that has been predominant since I started 9 years ago on YouTube. So I don't want to plan everything I'm going to say every day because to me that's not real. It doesn't feel real, especially on Instagram. Because Instagram I'm showing little bits of my life, not a lot because I am quite a reserved person, but still bits of my life. So if I'm, eating a particular chocolate that day, something new, I want to show you what I'm doing on that particular moment, and if I went through a situation that wasn't so good and I want to record about it, then I want to do it on that day when I'm feeling that emotion. So although I plan the content, for example, I know I'm supposed to have a video up on YouTube every Thursday, and I know I'm supposed to go live on Instagram every Tuesday, and I know I'm but I feel like I'm supposed to have a question box on Instagram at least 3 times a week. And obviously I want to record a video talking about one of my courses at least once a week to let people know I have my courses. I know these things, so I kind of plan around it, but I still give myself the freedom to talk about something that to me is important on that particular day or that particular moment. So a lot of the great content I've created, like the great videos I've recorded, especially for Instagram, were things that I didn't plan at all, were things that I just felt and I grabbed my phone and I spoke about it and then it went really well. So there is planning involved, but there is also some freedom in terms of creation. I don't have a team, so this is important. I don't have a team. English with Patricia is 2 people only, me and my husband. So I don't have someone, emailing me the script that I have to say when I talk about 100 days next time. No. I am my own boss, so I decide what I want to say and the way I want to say it, which is great because what you see on Instagram and here is literally just me talking to you. There is no one saying, oh, you're supposed to record a video about this. No, I'm going to record a video about what I want to record a video about, and I'm going to talk about it in a way that feels real to me and natural to me. Although that is brilliant, at the same time, I get myself in trouble a lot because, you know, I am just being myself and speaking about things that can be a little bit controversial, sometimes a little bit. You know, I feel that because it's just me, I end up crossing the line sometimes. So it has been a great learning journey in terms of what I can and cannot say and how I'm supposed to be saying these things. But still, it's just me. Like, I think probably the reason why when you see me on Instagram, it feels like you're close to me because I'm just being myself. I have things I do weekly. So I go to the gym 3 times a week and I have a guitar lesson once a week. So those are things I do weekly, like in terms of activities, you know, not in terms of chores, in terms of activities. In terms of my students, I have specific times during the day that I will answer questions from the students and, you know, deal with any situations regarding my courses. If I'm on my phone because I'm posting something on Instagram and I get a message from a student at that particular moment, I will continue posting on Instagram because that was the time I found to produce the content on Instagram. So then when I finish, I'll get to the student because I try to really stick to those times that I answer everyone. Like I have lots of different times during the day that I do this. Otherwise, it takes over your whole life. And I think this is it about social media, working with social media. It takes over your life, you know. So like today's a Sunday and I'm recording videos, you see. So it's not like a normal job. It's a job that really takes over your life. Like my mother-in-law the other day, she said to me, I'm glad your job pays well because you work a lot, she said. I was like, yeah, I work a lot. I work a lot because it's a constant commitment and you're constantly involved with something to do with work. So I'm watching a film, but I'm thinking if there's something I can say about that, like if there's any sort of content I can create from that. So I say to myself, I'm going to watch something now and I'm not going to think about work. I refuse to have ideas. You know, like I do that because it's very tiring mentally to have this overload of work constantly. Yeah. I have a planner this year though. So this year I have gotten myself a planner and this was something else. And this has helped me a lot to not forget things. So what I do is I like to check my planner before I go to bed, have a quick look for the day, for the next day, because there might be something in the morning, obviously, so I need to set my alarm and everything. And then when I wake up after breakfast and all of that, I check my planner for the day so I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I put everything down on here, even things I know I'm going to do. For example, I know, like I said, I go live every Tuesday, so I put this down on my planner, live on Tuesday, so that I feel like I don't have this huge mental load of information and things I'm supposed to remember. That used to make me very stressed, you know, knowing I had a mental load that was huge, and so I had to remember things. I had nothing to rely on, and then I feel that the planner is something I can rely on. You know, it has become a friend. So there you go. Something I've noticed is a big trigger for me in terms of anxiety and frustration, and even makes me feel down, as in like a bit depressed, is when I don't do something that I knew I was supposed to do and I didn't do it for no reason. So I didn't do it because I was tired or because I was lazy or because I got myself involved with something else that was not important. So for example, I knew I was supposed to prepare something for YouTube today, for example, and I didn't. I know that's going to be a big trigger for me. That's going to make me very anxious and very upset. So I try to avoid it. So when we're talking about things that are key, things that are extremely mandatory that I do, I try to not find an excuse to not do them. So I'll do them no matter what. And that helps me because we self-sabotage so much. You know, most of the time we're not doing things we're supposed to do because we're the ones in control and we're the ones choosing not to do it. So really taking control of your day is going to change that feeling. You see? There you go. Yeah, so it was just a quick chat about how I organize my day, my life, my week, since I got this question from one of you guys, and it made me think that we believe everyone has everything so organized and perfect, but it's not quite like that. There are days that we just fail miserably. We have to pick up the next day and continue on our road to hopefully success. So yeah, thank you for being here today. Leave me a comment telling me if you like this type of video, and I'll see you all next time.